Dear friends, for the month of June, the month of the most sacred heart of Jesus, let us reflect on God's love for us and our love for God with the doctor of divine love himself, St. Francis de Sales.
Chapter 6, on the same subject. The thoughts of men are vain and useless in themselves to comfort a heart so afflicted as yours. God alone is the master and comforter of hearts. He alone it is who calms the souls of good will, that is to say, those who hope in him. It was truly a good advice which you received from his inspiration when you proposed to yourself to retire for a short space from the crowd of this world's consolations, to place in perfect quiet the wound of your heart in the hands of the heavenly physician, since even earthly physicians confess that no healing can be wrought except in quiet and tranquility. The interior words which God speaks to the afflicted heart, which has recourse to his goodness, are sweeter than honey and more salutary than the most precious balm. The heart which unites itself to the heart of God cannot choose but love, and finally accept lovingly the arrows darted upon it by his hand. I shall freely tell you, as a remedy for your sorrow, that whoever wishes to exempt his heart from the evils of earth must hide it in heaven, and as David says, must hide himself in the secret of God's face, must be hidden in his tabernacle. Look steadily at eternity. Whither you are going, you will find that nothing which does not belong to that infinite duration should ever shake our courage. You have been serving God and have been taught in the school of his cross for so long a time that not only you ought to accept it patiently, but as I am sure you will, sweetly and lovingly, in consideration of him who bore his own and was carried on his own till death, and of her who, having only one son, but a son of incomparable love, saw him die on the cross, with eyes full of tears and a heart full of grief, but a sweet and loving grief, in favor of our salvation and of that of all the world. Conform yourself to the divine will in this loss, if that name should be applied to a short absence, which, by the help of God, will be repaired by an eternal presence. Ah, how blessed is that heart which loves and cherishes the divine will on every occasion. Oh, if once we had our hearts well fixed on that holy and blessed eternity, go, we should say to those we love, go into that eternal existence at the hour which the King of eternity has marked out for you. We also shall go after you. And since time is given us only for that, and the world is peopled only to people heaven, when we go thither, we shall have done all that we had to do. O God, let us leave our children to the mercy of God, who left his Son to our mercy. Let us offer him the life of ours, since he gave the life of his for us. We must be firm and constant near the cross, and even on the cross, if it pleases God to place us there. Blessed are the crucified, for they shall be glorified. But our inheritance in this world is in the cross, and in the other it shall be in glory. Join us tomorrow for chapter 7 of Bearing with Our Neighbor's Imperfections. And always remember to be who you are and to be that well. May God bless you for your kind generosity. St. Francis de Sales, pray for us.